Hello and welcome to the Fellow Traveller, episode 14. And we're still here at Livorno in the Serie B, fighting for promotion. And last video we played Spal and drew 2-2. And then went on a kind of a bad run after that. Drew 0-0 to Novara, lost to Reggiana, who I think are a relegation candidate, doesn't say. And Genoa, who are very good, beat us 3-0. They were the best team in the league, Genoa, so that was no surprise. But then we bounced back, won 4 games in a row, including against Pordenone, who are, despite all the odds, looking like a playoff team or promotion team this season, despite having kind of a mid-table team. And Brescia, who are quite good. Spezia are alright as well. Then we lost to Chievo, one of the best teams in the league as well. Beat Benevento, who again are one of the best teams in the league. So it's quite a difficult run we were on just. And I just beat Monza 2-0, a very solid game, and then drew 3-3 to Perugia, who are mid-table. That was very disappointing. And what was really frustrating is that they scored very early on, and then we scored after a very long wait. And then we scored again. We were winning 2-1, and we were dominating the whole time, the whole first 75 minutes. Their goal was kind of a fluke blasted from range. And then I thought, okay, well, what's the word? Order has been restored. We're winning 2-1. We should win this game 2-1. Then they scored an equaliser, and then we scored another winner, and I was like, okay, it was just another fluke goal. And they scored another goal in the 90th minute. It was very frustrating. And I've switched formations, actually. I think it was around the time that I was in that horrible run. I switched from 4-2-3-1 to 5-2-1-2. And I've played that most games since then, and it's gone very well. I think that the 4-2-3-1... I will still keep going back to it every now and then. It was very effective in the past, but if the striker isn't playing well, it can go very badly. It can fall apart because he gets most of the chances. Yeah, and there aren't many places in the team where you can have a bad performance and still be okay. The only one I can think of is the deep line playmaker, because he doesn't do that much. He's mostly just moving the ball from the defence to the midfield. And the occasional tackle. But this team has so much attacking heft. When you go forward with about 5 players in the box, but it means a lot of running, and these wing backs really tire themselves out. But I don't normally have these wing back positions fulfilled nicely enough, but with Olsen and Rolando, I've had it quite nicely. And also we've had this youth player at the beginning of the season, Darius Stefulj, who I think I showed. Actually, the J isn't. J silent in Croatian, so it's probably Steful. It's kind of like an apostrophe. His stats are incredible. They're pretty good for a 17-year-old. In fact, they're very good for a 17-year-old. But he's been on great form since he played his debut. I think he's got 6.9 in 7 games and 1 assist. And he plays perfectly at wing-back left, is the point I was trying to make. And so because of that, during the January window, I loaned another striker. And I think I thought about loaning over centre-back, but didn't bother in the end. I might still do that. What's happened since as well? So Pepetti, I really wanted to buy him. I offered him everything I could to sign him, but PSG obviously offered him more. And so he's going to PSG to play in their reserves. Because he won't get a game for PSG, not if it stands like that. And I reckon he'll just rot. That's what often happens to players in this game. And maybe I'll buy him again later on. I don't think I made any big transfers at the end of the season. I sold a few players. I'm trying to remember who I sold. Yeah, I've got a few youth players I'm looking at for the end of the season. Trying to renew some loan contracts as well. Most recent ones, I loaned out Sigurd Paulsen. I sold Fabris, whose contract was running out at the end of the season. I sold Gemignani as well. Yeah, and just a few loans. Did I buy anyone? I bought another. He's a youth centre midfielder. He's pretty good, but he's not anything to write home about, but he was very cheap. I loaned this Czech guy as well, Zajic. And yeah, he's just solid. After I started playing 2 players up front, I needed another striker, so I brought him in. I'm going to rest Bagnoli because he's high risk of injury. I think that is a box-to-box midfielder. Actually, I think I'd rather play Sidibe there. Yeah. Let's put Pravda off the bench. I've got quite a lot of games in quick succession. Oh no, Vicenza's a week away. I think the last game was like 4 days ago. Yeah, 3 days ago. So some players are tired. Yeah, I'm not going to play Campazano. Play Zajic. And yeah, I think that'll do me. I kind of want to play Steffel against Reggina because they're not very good. But Gabriele Orlando, who I loved at the beginning of the season, I still really like. He was signed from Reggina, so it feels like it would be poetic for him to play very well against them. They got promoted from the Serie C and he was one of their best players, but he let his contract run out and I signed him, and he's been as good in the Serie B as he was in the Serie C. I don't know why he had such a mediocre performance before in the Serie B. Maybe they weren't playing him properly. Because he's very effective going forward. Actually, I'm definitely going to play Vitic. Let's take Degenero off. Vitic in the middle. Yeah, so with this formation as well, the two centre-backs here stay back, Papetti and Bonini. And I have Vitic in this ball-playing defender stopper, so he runs forward and he stops attacking midfielders here, and then he's in a good position to pass to Agazzi, Sidibe, Olsen or Orlando, depending on which one he picks. And he has really good passing ability. So he hasn't really played great in this formation or even this season that much, but it should work on paper, and it seems to be winning us games, so let's see how we do. I kind of wanted to play a few youth players in this game because I thought I'd beat Perugia. I put everything into that Perugia game because I thought we were on quite a good run of form, but it didn't really come together, so now I'm more keen to win this game than I was before. Yeah, have faith in a few players. Pressure's off. Panico often seems to panic under pressure. Yeah, even with this just the spicy thing before about no, I'm not going to play as the board one. Fuck 'em. I think the board want me to play like nice defensive football or something. I can't remember, but that's not really how I play normally. Unless I'm playing against much better teams. Ooh. I feel like I was going to say something. Bon Giovanni's been really good as well in between this and the last video. He really came into his own in that attacking midfield position. But yeah, I was saying before, watch this highlight first. Close him down, Rolando. Oh shit, I was offside, thank God. Yeah, so even though I'm playing two strikers, Panico and Campuzano have still been both unreliable. So I changed to this formation in part to have two strikers, so that if one was playing bad, the other one would likely play well. But they continue to not really perform, both of them. Let's switch to key highlights. And as a result, we scored 3 against Perugia, but I don't think either of the strikers scored. And in the end, I put Bon Giovanni up front for a bit because they were both playing badly, and Bagnoli was playing really well and he was playing centre midfield, so I brought him up into attacking midfield. Yes, Rolando, it's his old team as well. Yeah, I wonder if they were just playing him as like a defensive fullback. I think that was the team. That was the season they were in the Serie B. They probably got relegated as well, so that's been quite a defensive formation. Because he really seems to love like being really attacking. I don't think he has very good defensive stats either. They're like, yeah, tackling 11, marking 12, heading 8, didn't reach 10. He's pretty like meh as a left back, but as an attacking fullback or a left midfielder, he's pretty good. Or attacking wing back even. Olsen could stay on. He's not that badly injured, or that tired anyway. I will try and rest a few players though, because they've got. I'm in this video as well. I'll show the game against Vicenza as well. But it started off well with second, but it's already close at the top. So I don't think we're a search for promotion. I think it's going to come down to the wire at the end of the season. I think we'll probably be in the playoffs, if I had to predict. Oh, fuck's sake. Pucciarelli. It might be... Oh, Agazzi fucked up apparently. Is that Agazzi there? Yeah, it is. Yeah, you should have closed him down. It might be the Pucciarelli I'd loaned out or sold, but I don't think so. Let me have a look. I hope to God it isn't. No. He's played for Kiev. Yeah, I need to criticise some players because they're not playing that well. Yeah. Also, the other thing about Pepe, he doesn't really listen to me anymore. I think maybe he's gotten too good for us as well, in that he's always been like by far the best player in the team, even from day one. But I sort of blooded him for a bit longer than I needed to. But he doesn't really respond to team talks anymore. It's a good save, which kind of implies to me that he thinks of me as a manager that's not as good as him. So I don't really like that either, for obvious reasons. God, that's a good counter attack from Panico. Maybe a pass again? Oh my god, what a shit shot. And one of them's playing as a false 9 and one of them is an advanced forward, by the way. Okay. We need to get more attacking and I need to make some subs. Spring, Steffel on. And let's bring Panico off for Campazano. I don't think I made a sub yet, have I? No. So I can make a third, which I'm going to hold off on for now. Ah, shit. Actually, I want to swap that over. I want Campazano. Didn't know you could do it there. I want Campazano in the advanced forward role, so he's more likely to be in front of the goal. More likely to get the goal scoring chances. I'm going to bring Sidibe off now as well. I've got a lot of tired players on the pitch, but I really want to win this game, so they're just going to have to suck it up. So he was a Metzala. Let's bring Bagnoli on and make him an attacking Metzala. Yeah, you need a goal. We're better than Reggina. We should be anyway. God damn it, it's going to be no more highlights there. Let me give one last fire up shout. Hopefully that gets a highlight. Oh no, looks like it's the end of the game. Well, there's a 1-1 draw over Reggina. That's disappointing. We weren't good enough. And those two players played well, they were unlucky. I think part of the problem again was we had a bit of a mediocre performance in the midfield, but if you've got your attacking midfielder on 6.5, striker 6.5 and 6.6, and then you sub on a striker early to 6.7 in the last half an hour, you're not going to get a goal really, unless you get really lucky. And I mean, also the one goal we scored was a wing back cutting in, scoring. Cool. So I'm just going to skip us to the Vicenza game. Okay, here we are for the game against Vicenza. I've ended up fielding an absolute Frankenstein's monster of a team because we have loads of players who've got high risk of injury. And I'm hoping Vicenza are at home, who are 14th, should be able to win without players like Rolando, Benini, Vitic, Panico. As a result of that as well, I've played the old formation 4-2-3-1 because we didn't have many options at centre-back especially. And we had a lot of fit players who play on the wings. So yeah, there's a lot of players in this team I don't have faith in to put out a great performance. Deli for one, Michin as well, possibly Basalia, Zayich I don't really know yet, and yeah, Fabri has not been great this season either. But yeah, let's see what happens. Also, we haven't got enough players to fill the bench unless I bring a youth player on, which I couldn't bother to do. Oh, they're playing 5 at the back. They're going to be quite defensive then by the looks of it. It didn't look even... It wasn't as attacking as my 5 at the back formation. So I think we're going to want to start off attacking. Let's skip this. And let's go. Oh, already attacking, cool. But yeah, I think they're all going to be very defensive from the outset. Well, hopefully there will be a highlight in the first half. Just have a quick look at our positions. I like to look at this view. It's a bit more difficult on this iteration of Football Manager, but I like to look at that view to see where the players actually are on the pitch when you can't see a highlight. Oh, shit. It's frustrating because not only is there no highlight, we haven't had a shot and they've had 3. 0.41, maybe all from range though, I don't know. But we seem to be doing almost nothing. I wonder if I could just switch this team as well without changing any players to the old formation. Anyway, let's at least play a bit longer into the half. I could bring off one. Oh god, Zayach just played badly as well. Oh no, we're starting to get. I say a run. We're starting to get some attacks together. Steffel. I might try and change his name. It's so hard to say. I don't want to say Steffelge, which I know is incorrect. Well, at least I think it's incorrect. I know it's incorrect in Slovenia, where I've been once. Yeah, I'm not happy. Let's change the formation. Let's go for it. Let's change the old formation. Because Bass can play in centre-back as well, so he can play as a ball-playing defender. Yeah, and then Gazzi and Basali at centre midfield, and Zayach and Michin up front. Zayach is playing really badly. Yeah, Deli at attack midfield. Let's play Michin off first. Yeah, put Panico on. I need to fire Zayach up or something because he's 6.3 is not acceptable. Oh my god. It's been a very, very low highlight game. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna break through this team. Here we go. Here's a highlight. Oh my god, it's one of theirs. So I just playing shit. I should have taken him off earlier, really. I'm gonna take him off now. I don't think he's going to score a goal in the next 30 seconds. Yeah, and let's take a Gazzi off for someone. I might even put Bask back into the midfield. Hopefully we don't concede a goal during this highlight as well. That would be pretty catastrophic. I feel like it would be from range though. Maybe that's naive of me. I think we're playing well if they not concede a goal from close. Yeah, so Bask plays well at box midfield. I actually bought him for that role, and I can bring on Vitic or Bonini to shore up the defence for now. Come on, if Campazano can get us a goal, I'll be very happy. I'm going to change both wing backs to complete wing backs, so they're very attacking. Especially Steffel, I want up there as far as possible. Let's make Basalia attack as well. And I'm going to make Deli an advanced playmaker attack because the playmaker plays slightly higher up. And yeah, do I want to poach an advance? Would have found that to work before, but never like incredibly well. But with us playing so high up the pitch, hopefully that will work out quite well. We'll just find a gap in the defence to pass the ball through. Doesn't look like it so far though, does it? Oh, we're going to score a last minute winner. No. I apologise, this ends up 0-0 because it'll be two quite dry games, but you know what, I didn't even show the league table. I'll try and remember to show it after this game. Oh! Panico's so close. Oh my god. I don't know what I can do at this point to make us score a goal, really. I guess Vitic can play defensive midfield. Yeah, and Bask can be another attacking Metzala. So we're just absolutely harrowing the attack. It's game over though, isn't it? Yeah, that's 3 minutes, but didn't score the goal, did we? We had more shots, more on target, more XG, slightly more possession. Not quite as good on passing, but we defended well, to be fair, as well. Though in that kind of game, we could easily concede a goal and lose 1-0, but still ultimately a very disappointing game because we didn't get the goal we needed. Yeah, we're sort of getting a bit into a rut lately. Very recently, in the last like 4 or 5 games, 3 draws in a row against teams that we should be beating. Yeah, we should have beat every one of those teams, especially if we're beating Benevento and Spezia and drawing with Spal. But yeah, let's have a look at the league table quickly and then we'll finish up the video. So we played 23 games now. I think last video we only played 10. We're on quite a dire run of form. 2 wins and then 3 draws in the last 5 games. And with 3 points from top, very close at the top 5 though. They're all 5 points between them. Crotone are top now, which is a surprise. They were quite bad last season, I think. Yeah, they were 13th last season. Pordenone surprisingly well. Spal are finally recovering. They've won the last 5 games in a row as well. Because Spal got relegated last season. Yeah, and we have a really bad goal difference for our opposition, really. We've not scored as many goals as most teams around us. And we've conceded more than every other team in the top 5. It reads a bit like last season again, that we've won a lot of 1-0, 2-1 scrappy little victories and not really dominated many teams, which I think is probably the case, to be honest. But it's not a good sign for the second half of the season. But, I mean, the team again wanted to not get relegated, so we'll have to... it might take a little bit longer than I would like. We're also 1 million, or nearly 1 million in the red, though, which is very concerning. I don't really know how to get out of that, because we're not getting that many big offers for players. But anyway, that's a problem for the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Have a nice rest of your day, and join us again for episode 15. I've already forgotten the number of this episode. And yeah, again, have a nice day. Bye.